Look around the room.
Look at the smiles.
We all sitting at the same table,
Eating the same food.
but the energy shifted the second I started hitting my milestones.
I see the way you look at my plate.
I see the split-second flash of envy before you force that fake laugh.
The table is starting to shake.
And I'm calculating the weight. Sitting at the dinner table watching how the faces change. The subtle shift in the vibration is incredibly strange. I pour the wine, but I am tracking every single eye, spotting the configuration of the calculated lie. You congratulate the victory, you toasted the success, but internally you wishing for the absolute distress. The fake laugh is hollow, the handshake is too brief. An absolute eviction of the brotherhood belief. I see the side glances passing right across the bread. A quiet execution happening inside the head. They wanna see you do good, but never better than them. The classic psychological formulation of the venom. I keep my mouth shut, I let them do the talking now. Reviewing the geometry of how the fake idols row. The micro expressions are breaking through the camouflage. A terrifying layout of a spiritual sabotage. You used to be the loudest entity to hold my back. Now you quietly constructing the blueprint of the attack. The envy is a cologne that is filling up the room, reflecting the trajectory of the impending doom. I am hypervigilant, the radar is on the red, tracking every single syllable that is explicitly said. No weapon has been drawn, but the atmosphere is cold. The ugliest simulation that was ever retold.
The structure is bending, the framework is thin. This is the moment the calculations begin. I'm watching the hands underneath the white cloth.
The absolute transformation of the friend to the mob. The shaking table.
The envy is real. I see the snake hiding underneath the meal.
The smiles are blasting.
The alliance is strong.
Maintaining the defenses while you quietly applaud. No more compromise.
The circle is dead.
You're raising the parasites.
That's it at my bread. I catch the whispers. I see the text messages you delete when I walk in. The audit is officially running.
I track the body language, track the crossing of the arms, neutralizing the perimeter against the false charms. You asking too many questions about the corporate account, trying to figure out the exact velocity and amount. The information is currency, the information is steel. I'm keeping the blueprint hidden under the seal. The dinner is over, the evaluation is clear, eradicating the remnants of the proximity fear.
The structure is bending, the framework is thin. This is the moment the calculations begin. I'm watching the hands underneath the white cloth.
The absolute transformation of the friend to the mob. The shaking table.
The envy is real. I see the snake hiding underneath the meal.
The smiles are plastic.
The alliance is strong.
Maintaining the defenses while you quietly applaud. No more compromise.
The circle is dead.
Erasing the parasites.
That's it in my bread. Check, please. The dinner is officially over. I just left my phone on the counter. I recorded 30 minutes of your private conversation when my back was turned. Listening to the audio file is like reading a manual of betrayal. The backhanded compliments turned into straight malice. The second the door shut, the wiretap doesn't lie.
Listening to the playback, headphones clamped on tight. We're out with the treachery in the middle of the night. The sound of your voice is a distortion on the tape. An absolute snake trying to figure out an escape.
He thinks he's special, thinks he's running the town.
The exact conversation trying to bring the engine down. The corporate allies are giggling, feeding the flame, trying to find a baseline vulnerability in the name. I hear the whole plot, hear the architectural design to permanently push me outside the perimeter line. The same people who just ate the steak off my
my favorite part. That's the part where you sealed your own fate.
I export the audio, I save the data in the vault, making sure the consequences are exclusively your fault. The strategy is operational, the trap is completely set. The most clinical retaliation that you ever have met. No more casual dinners, no more sharing the bread. You are officially a phantom that is functionally dead. The wiretap is closed, the ledger is perfectly straight. Now I'm stepping up to execute the weight.
The playback is final, the evidence is in the hand. The absolute betrayal of the inner circle band. I'm sitting in the dark with the volume on high, staring at the ceiling with a stone cold eye.
The wiretap narrative,
The evidence is clear.
I'm watching the entire
Illusion disappear.
You spoke my name,
With the venom in the dark,
trying to extinguish,
a motivational spark.
but I heard every syllable.
I heard every word.
The absolute destruction of
The allegiance occurred. Audio saved. Perimeter adjustment live.
No announcements. No conferencing. No dramatic exit. I'm just ghosting the entire layout. Changing the digital locks, changing the coordinates, burning the ledger. I am putting my entire existence into a mandatory quarantine. If you aren't real, you don't get past the gate.
cutting the cords cleanly, deleting the whole contact list, operating the perimeter with the heavily reinforced iron fist. You calling the phone, but the line is permanently dead. A sudden wall of absolute silence sitting inside your head. Where did he go? Why is he acting so cold? The final execution of the strategy that is currently unfold. I put the hole in the circle inside of a strict quarantine, the cleanest extraction that the street has ever explicitly seen. No explanation provided, no exit interview run. The historical era of the brotherhood is permanently done. I am moving the asses, changing the physical space, eradicating the memory of your fraudulent face. You try to reach out through intermediaries and peers, trying to navigate around my psychological fears, but I block the avenues, lock down the grid, paying you back in silence for the things that you did. The quarantine is airtight, the insulation is still completely unaffected by how your feelings might feel. I am defensive with the energy, protective of the light, disappearing completely into the shadow of the night. You are left in the dark, wondering where the fracture began, realizing you underestimated the capabilities of the man. The sanctuary is closed, the security clearance is zero. No opportunity available for you to play the main hero.
The gates are locked tightly, the concrete is high, staring at the landscape with an untouchable eye. The quarantine is active, the separation is whole, taking total control of the internal soul.
The mandatory quarantine, locking the door, cleaning the guest list right off of the floor. No more accessibility, the parameters clean, the absolute coldness of the system machine.
You are outside the wall, standing in the freeze, dropping directly down.
To deficit needs.
You thought you had a lifetime pass to my momentum. You thought I would keep feeding the snakes at my table. Access denied permanently.
I am checking the credentials, stripping the clearance away, maintaining the isolation through the night and the day. The quarantine is a shield, the quarantine is a throne, operating perfectly inside of the absolute alone. No more leaked data, no more tracking my move. I got absolutely nothing left to explicitly prove. The circle is reduced to a singular point of design, the sovereign commander of the perimeter line. The mandatory quarantine, locking the door, cleaning the guest list right off of the floor. No more accessibility, the perimeter is clean, the absolute coldness of the system machine.
You are outside the wall, standing in the freeze, dropping directly down.
To deficit needs.
Clearance revoked. Enjoy the static. table is empty. The guest list is down to 0.
They call it lonely at the top. They call it isolation. But I call it security. I don't need a room full of applause when half the hands are holding knives. I stand in the empty room, undefeated and untouched.
I stand in the center of the empty apartment space. Not a single trace remaining of your fraudulent face. The table is clear, the chairs are all stacked to the wall, completely unaffected by the prospect of the social fall. They call it isolation, I call it total defense. The absolute maturity of the historical street sense. I don't need the validation of the parasitic crowd. The silence in this empty room is beautifully loud. I am the sovereign ruler of the independent state. Perfect execution of a calculated baseline fate. No more snakes in the grass, no more vipers on the tile, eradicating the deception of the counterfeit smile. From an underdog cornered in the middle of mud to the absolute dominant master of the lineage blood. I built an iron fortress out of the absolute void, completely securing the architecture I fully destroyed. Let the telephone ring, let the rumors circulate wild. The psychological landscape is beautifully clean and compiled. I look at the blueprint, the ledger is perfectly balanced and closed. Every single counterfeit colleague has been thoroughly exposed. No happy endings for the traitors trying to profit off the name. I completely rewritten the rules of the corporate game. The vacancy is power, the vacancy is a shield. The heart is lone warrior taking control of the field. I don't need the luxury of a crowded dinner floor. I am perfectly victorious in this invisible war. Untouchable triumph. The empty room reigns, bringing complete code out of the historical chains. The table is vacant. The security is hard. The supreme commander of the perimeter guard. From 0 to legendary, mud into the gold. The cold-blooded conqueror, the world will behold. World will behold. I look out the window at the city running below, completely detached from the theatrical presentation show. The quarantine work, the extraction was smooth and precise, paying for my absolute safety with a strategic price. I don't know a single person, that explanation or favor. The taste of this isolation is a beautiful flavor. The track is concluded, but the architecture holds strong. The final definitive statement of the master design song. Untouchable triumph. The empty room reigns, breaking completely code out of the historical chains. The table is vacant. The security is hard. The supreme commander of the perimeter guard. From 0 to legendary, mud into the gold. The cold-blooded conqueror, the world will behold.
No more shaking tables, just empty space and absolute peace. Case closed.